particularly. It's a little silly, but just don't do that thing. Here. I don't know. Alright, just double checking. Okay. So, what's up everyone on YouTube?
The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned mass effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed, no lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny? I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
Yeah, I accidentally started this Mako versus Hammerhead conversation down here, and I just had to bring you guys here to listen to it yourself.
Feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Okay, so. Reason I'm doing that is because it's Javik's weapon, and we're going to be taking him to the monastery. Last episode was just us plant scanning and doing some downtime. I might edit out the plant scanning. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it was worth it at this point, but... Or Pelion. Damn it, it was? Fuck. Okay. Pelion! Then the rape comment came up, and he's not apologized for that, so, yeah. Had to get rid of him. So,
Signal confirmed.
okay. While we're here, might as well get this. Rest of the things here are fuel.
I found something.
Litany of Asha, I believe. Okay, now we can investigate the colony. Nothing here in Masana because this is the home of a side quest. Alright. We'll need the power recharge speed we can get. I want to try out the parkour rifle for this mission at least once. Magazine upgrade. And increase damage. Sure. Same with Javik. We're gonna go with parkour rifle. So we're just gonna use the parkour rifle the whole damage, and we're gonna give him a magazine upgrade. Alright. Okay, we're gonna invest in the throw. Impact radius. Sure. Stasis. But you. Vengeful Ancient. Boosts his ability. Power damage. Health and shield bonuses. Power damage. Power damage. Weapon damage. Power damage. Power damage. Power damage. Squad. Power. Shield recharge speed. Automatic power damage duration force. Shield recharge speed. Sure. Okay, cool. Dark Channel now. Basically, if you keep having Dark Channel up and you know how to use it properly, I think duration is more important. Yeah. Okay. That was pretty difficult to do because I've forgotten how to properly build Javik.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
What were the commandos' orders?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call.
Cameras.
If the Asari want us to destroy this place,
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Nuclears. Alright, so... Huh. So I got tech armor up. But let's see how it looks with barrier up first. Okay, you can barely tell the graphics are
Recently used.
the same. Stability damper, that's fine. So the reason why I use Javik is because holding down this button produces a particle rifle, a particle beam.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Yeah.
That sound. There's more than one out there.
Matrix LA.
I hear something.
Stay sharp. I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
There we go. The electronic signature is what I was looking for. Glad it's pretty early in the game. Wow, did I just make this weapon completely pointless already?
It would seem the Asari commandos fell silent because the Reapers were here to greet them.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
The commandos decided to purge this place.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Okay, thank God. Give me that money. Oh, wait. Okay, new daily schedule. Wake up, breakfast, morning meditation, study, chores, midday, classes, study periods, supper, evening, curfew. Yeah, this is basically the life. This is literally the rest of your life if you're an Ardat Yakshi. So, even though it looks accommodating for the most part, and it's not like a prison, but it's just that this is just the nature of what people have to do, unfortunately, in order to prevent something from getting out. Let's see. Three seconds of overload. I have no idea. Maybe it's being counteracted by the... So basically, the reason I wanted to take Barrier as a bonus power to double up on the... instead of Fortification is really just because I like the idea of using bonus powers that fit the class. So a tech or biotic power would fit the Sentinel better.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara.
It has been some time. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep. I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special? You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
We're not going to ask that. We'll help you out.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
And of course, the role-playing aspect is even better if you're picking the bonus power of Shepard's current love interest.
An isolated fortress. The Ardat Yakshi must have believed they were safe from the war.
If they knew about it at all.
They learned.
But with Barrier specifically, yeah, Barrier is well, if you can detonate Barrier and turn it to, you know, set up people for a biotic detonation, which is very interesting to do. But this is really being done more for the sake of having the Sentinel stuck up on defensive abilities. Yeah, it's new, alright. Alright. So let's dark channel you. You're still primed for a detonation. Dark channel. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Banshee. What happens when Asari are turned into husk? The same thing they eventually do to everyone else. That's really the only thing you can say about it.
Hi. Mother, you came. As soon as I was able.
Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Yeah, Samara, I never once thought you were a terrible parent. You were just forced to act under some very horrible situations due to your culture and species.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Falere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Big in the big and rich world. Okay. That's why Dark Channel is. Well, that's why Dark Channel is the way it is. Basically, the idea is that it's supposed to continuously... let's change our loadout a bit. The Disciple is a really light shotgun. Really light. In fact, it's probably the best shotgun we can take for our build. But yeah, Dark Channel is kind of gimmicky, but the idea is that if you cluster it up near a bunch of enemies, you can just... The ability to constantly prime an enemy for Dark Channel warp explosions, or black explosions specifically, will continuously be rewarded to you. It's actually is also pretty high, so... Alright, heart choke, high caliber barrel, blade attachment for melee, meter thick objects, rare thermal clip. Spare, shot clip size, damage, Guess the smart choke and spur clip. Okay. Alright. Why not? We have to get close and personal now, but you know. See? Just keep priming it up. Obviously, the Disciple's better on a Vanguard that really cares about power recharge speed, but still a fun weapon. More fun than ever. Remember, and honestly, it looks like a very nicely designed Sorry weapon. Like, what I like about the alien-specific weapons is that they all reflect the design aesthetic of the species themselves. Like.
Another dead commando. The Asari should have rid themselves of the Adat Yokshi.
By rid themselves, you mean kill.
My people would never let such monsters walk among them.
They didn't care for the competition?
Yeah, good point, Javik. Like, if Morinth was still around in the it's like if the Protheans had their own version of the Adat Yokshi, they definitely have their own version of Morinth at least once. The whole genetic destinies thing might even be... Oh boy. I really have to figure out what to do with the builds here. Because respecking costs money, and I can't really afford to spare any.
And Falaire.
Rila, wake up! Falaire, Rila cannot hear us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's bring...
She's still alive. Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Can you wake up? Samara. Go this way. No, she's been indoctrinated. That's terrible.
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry.
Are they healthy? I wouldn't say
Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Also, don't get too close to these Ardayashi because they have like a... That would be pretty messy if we tried that on a higher difficulty, because two Banshees is no joke, and switching to a weapon you didn't upgrade just for the sake of trying out is a lot more difficult to get away with on a higher difficulty than when playing.
Falaire, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila!
I'm sorry this has to be done, but it has to be done.
Rila!
Damn it. I'm sorry this has to be done. But we don't have any choice. Or rather, Rila doesn't have any choice because she's the only one who can stop them now. No! But I gotta be honest, this is a really good image. Really good image. That's probably one of the best cinematography shots in this game. Morris died a serial killer, but that Asari right there, she died a hero.
Rila, I wasn't even trying to say goodbye.
Rila, I'm sorry about Rila.
You can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Like, Samara is not in a good spot right now.
Made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falaire, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falaire.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so...
No, you are not killing yourself in front of your only child.
Let...
Enough families have died.
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falaire?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are.
You can tell that Samara is trying to process her emotions again. Man.
Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
Alright.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falaire rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falaire, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I mean, I'd like for you to come back to the party, but
the honor is mine, my friend.
The game doesn't let me have you as a squad mate. Oh boy. If only there was some way for him to integrate the Citadel DLC into the main story so that I could just recruit Samara and Zaid, who have nothing better to do.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to...
Oh, that's right. They're not just a sorry husk. They're Ardat Yakshi husk. That's why they're so powerful. Take care of yourself, Tivos.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Erdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying. I'm glad you disabled that mom.
Good to hear. How about the Solarians?
They sent the entire fleet as a thank you for rescuing their counselor. I guess they managed to overlook the genophage cure.
Yeah, because unlike the Dalatras, the Solarian counselor knows the score.
What about the Asari?
Since the coup attempt, the Asari have stepped up to the plate. They're committing fleets and sending a science team to work on the Crucible. And believe it or not, they promised us the Destiny Ascension. They haven't forgotten you saved it 3 years ago.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We need to increase the tempo. This won't.
Do you know how the other races are doing?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, the Turians are getting stretched. The Solarians are still hanging on to Sirkesh.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Yeah, I would know that.
If we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten.
Mm-hmm. What about the Batarians?
The Batarians never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
So it looks like the Batarians are basically gone extinct because they didn't get Balak to join us. That's fine.
Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld in Room. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Beyond those reports I mentioned, no. Instability along the Geth border is all we've heard. In this war, that could mean anything.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
This is the... Oh, you went up from 48... You went up from 48 points to 100. We just basically... The Citadel Defense Force is putting in the work, man. Rogue Fire Pilots. And we have some Asari Commandos. As well as Samara. Samara on Omega just fits. Where did all these cruisers come from? Jesus. Oh, we got the stuff for the Crucible from all that plant scanning. So that's pretty cool. Actually, Jenny's actually doing something good for once now. That's pretty good. So, this would be 5 war asset points if we did everything we need to bring up its full potential. Which is why that number's going to look so odd. Flotilla.
Rivers seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the collectors while the council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay. Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bucket.
Oh, that's right, from completing her Mass Effect 2 side quest. Awesome.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so indulge my impatience.
Yeah, let's drink now.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
There's a reason I picked the Renegade option here.
Jacqueline something zero. Sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard. You know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Karen Chakwas.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
It's also convenient because it means we never have to address what the player character's first name is actually on the, you know.
Come, let's have a toast.
Alright, I'm gonna say Karen
A
though.
woman I'm proud to call my friend. I'm lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. And good fortune to us. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
Well, we don't really know. We'll have to put it to the test. I can drink Krogan Raincoal, but I've only ever managed one glass before, so who knows?
Using my biotics to toss someone across the room is a decent attention grabber.
Yes, but it's also a good way to draw enemy fire.
Well, you can handle yourself in a fight now, Liara. I mean, not that your biotics weren't impressive the first time we met.
I have had my fair share of opportunities to use them these past few years.
Well, I'm glad you got through in one piece. Sounds like you have a few stories to tell.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that.
We need to remember to be compassionate. So this is all the intel I've been gathering up across the galaxy. And this is why I want the story discount bonus again. I know I'm losing out on power damage, but it's not a huge deal. I guess we'll go with weapon damage in this case. Health. Alright, now those are our upgrades, and they will accumulate.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Cool. So, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I'm going to get me some lunch, then I'm going to call it a day. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.